Hello, stars, it's me, TwinklePhoenix. So before we get into today's episode of If Mafiafell, I want to put this at the start of each and every one of Chapter 7 to explain something. So if you were following along my playthrough and using my Sans romance route for Mafiafell as a guide, do not follow that guide. Well, at least not fully without this. When you hit Chapter 5, it turns out I actually missed over an important step that resulted in me getting myself soft-locked into a bad ending in Chapter 7 for all of my saves. So I'm going to show you guys what you do. It takes place in Chapter 5. So you can keep following my playthrough all the way to Chapter 4. But once you hit Chapter 5, do this instead, and then carry on from the rest of it, okay? So what I was supposed to do was relax at home. Meet was going to say to check up on Mr. Scott. He's the man that we saw outside, and he was crying because his son got shot and killed that one night. We're going to check up on him. We're going to ask him about his son. Inquire about Edward. Is that the only reason? Something tickles your mind, keep asking him stuff, and then your clues have been updated. Okay, after that, go and see Gaster. That's the only thing I was missing, and that is why I kept getting soft-locked. It turns out I didn't do that one step in Chapter 5. So, what is going to happen now is that we're going to now skip ahead to the end of each of the romance routes. And I'll be reading the end part again because certain ones have actually changed because I included this step. And then when we head into Chapter 7, I shouldn't get soft-locked by a blooming bad ending blocking me. We'll be back. Hello, my little stars, and welcome back to If Mafiafell. This by here is none other than Papyrus's romance route. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did for Gaster, where I will skip forward after certain points. If you want to see this whole entire chapter uncut, go and check out the one for Sans, or the friendship route, which will cover everything and not lead you down to the soft-locked bad ending. That being said, you head back to the Black Swan, anxious to see if Papyrus would be there. While you do not regret your choice, you do want to check up on Papyrus, and you enter the restaurant and feel your soul thump in your chest. Your pink eyes scan the air searching for him. You find him the same second he finds you. Papyrus Gaster steps out of the kitchen and immediately notices you. The tall monster skeleton strides forward and grasps both of your arms. Where did you go? Understandably scared the poop out of him. Why did you leave? He asks. Then he starts to turn you around. Are you hurt? No, you're fine. And to be fair, you weren't alone. Only after he is satisfied that you are not hurt, he stops turning you around and he glares at you. You left. Yes, you're sorry. I forgive you, he says. Do not do it again. You won't. Papyrus smiles at you. Since you came back, I will walk you home. You giggle. I just love that that's pretty much it with Papyrus. He's like, where were you? You were gone. I know I wasn't here when I said I was going to be, and I know I lied to you, but I did it with the best intentions at heart here. I wanted to make sure that nothing happened to you. But please don't do that again. You gave me a mini heart attack. And I definitely can't cope with another mini heart attack. Sorry, Papyrus. It's alright, I forgive you, as I said. Papyrus walks you home. When you arrive at your apartment, there are police there. Of course. It looks like there was a raid or something while you were at work. No wonder Papyrus was freaking out. You tiredly rub your eyes. You don't want to have to deal with this, but what choice do you have? Please allow me, says Papyrus. Papyrus steps over the do not cross tape with ease. Some of the officers spare him a glance, but after they realise who it is, they pointedly ignore him. Papyrus lifts the tape up for you and you duck under. Papyrus has some connections to the police. Oh, well, they're indeed poo-poo then, aren't they, later, because of how they freaking treat me later. Police, royal family, business, many connections, he muses. Some of my own making and some from my brother. You do not need to worry about this. Papyrus, wait till later on in the chapter. I will need to talk to you about you reprimanding some policemen for literally threatening me. They what? You'll understand. You see, Papyrus escorts you up to your apartment, and he offers you a gracious bow. We have arrived safe. I hope you have a pleasant night. Papyrus hesitates. He then bends over and places a quick kiss on your cheek. Oh! Papyrus straightens up and clears his throat, a red hue under his eye sockets. Ahem! Your face burns and you can't fight back the silly grin you get. I hope that it's, fine with you. More than fine. Please do it again. Papyrus smiles at you and his skull dawns to cute red. Good. Have a pleasant night, Miss Twinkle. You tell him to do the same. It's time to enter the day. Oh, look at that. Sans our precious baby bones. Finally kissing the lady on the cheek. Oh, well done on you, Pops. Both of you leave. You're not even in this scene. Don't come around here and watch me do things. Oh, but this is a grand moment. Of course we're going to be here for this. Go away. darkpetal16 didn't even write you in the scene. Doesn't matter. We can still pop in whenever we want. Leave now before I make you. Oh, come now, baby bone. Come on, Pops. It's fine. Also, we know you're smitten with her. Leave. Okay. All right, you win. Oh, so cute. Did you get that on camera? Don't you know it? What was that? Nothing at all. Don't worry about it. Okay, so at this point, what's going to happen is now that we've reached chapter 7, I'm going to go off, find out the tragical fate of none other Mr. Scott, head and see Daisy then. So we will be back once we have done that and have to deal with Edward, which I'm 100% going to tell on him to freaking Papyrus. Okay, so now we've, of course, arrived at this section here. We're going to now see how the scene with Daisy happens. You return home, eat, take a hot shower, get dressed, and head out for work. You make a quick stop at Daisy's on the way to make sure she's okay. To release the elderly woman is perfectly fine. Daisy greets you with that warm smile of hers. Twinkle, my daffodil lover, how are you? I heard your neighborhood had its rough last night. Are you okay? You were sure you're okay, and you came to check on her, actually. Aren't you a doll? She says. Come sit. How have you been? How do you answer that? You think of Papyrus and you smile. Her eyes brighten. My, what a smile, daffodil lover. Who are you thinking about? You hesitate only for a moment. You're not against telling Daisy. You simply don't know the right words. Papyrus is, well... You're awfully sweet on him, aren't you? He's sweet on you, too. You tell Daisy you met someone kind, loud, and endearing. No kidding on him being freaking loud. Daisy gasped, and she enthusiastically pats on the counter. Tell me everything. Where did you meet him? At work. He's actually your new boss. She raised an eyebrow at that. He didn't pressure you or anything, did he? No. He's been nothing but kind to you. Daisy, how could you? I mean, it's understandable why she might think that's what happened, but no, it wouldn't, not with Papyrus. She relaxed at that. Have you gone on a date? Not officially, but you've spent time together, and he did walk you home. Daisy reaches forward to affectionately give your cheeks a couple of pinches. You sweet thing. You look smitten as can be. What's he like? He must be a gentleman. Oh, he frickin' is. Lovely, says Daisy. You're happy with him? Yes. That's the most important thing, that he treats you well, of course. Daisy leans on her elbows on the counter. I guess no blind dates for you. You never agreed to a blind date. And here I was worried you'd stay alone forever, she teases. You remember our deal? You take a moment to think. Isn't it, though? Agrees Daisy. I love making bouquets for weddings, and when you get ready, you'll let me do the flowers at your venue, right? You giggle and you tell Daisy that's still some time away. Time can be funny, says Daisy. Could pass by in a blink of an eye. She looks out her shop window, sighs with the way the city is going. A lot of youngins are just jumping into marriage sooner than most. Live while you can is what they say. She gives you a wink. As long as you don't elope, I want a wedding for you. Something magical. You deserve no less. You don't want to get married without your brother, and I'm pretty sure Papyrus also would want our brother there. Daisy's expression softens. I understand he means a lot to you, Twinkle, but you can't put your life, your happiness on pause indefinitely. I know, but we made promises, Daisy. I need to find him. If not for my own sake, for his own sake. Imagine how much trouble he's getting into. I'm danger prone. He was born for it. He's probably 10 times more danger prone than I am. He doesn't have a soul that goes whip wop, whip wop. Ooh, he's hot and smexy and dangerous. Ooh, time to give you a nightmare. Or maybe my brother does have that. Maybe he has a rinky-dinky, soul-y heart thing that warns him every time something's going on. She doesn't understand how stubborn you are. It won't be indefinite, and it won't be forever. You will find him. You are filled with determination. You and Daisy chat for 7 mornings before you leave for work. So, we'll be back in a second. Here we go. You do not dare return to your apartment after the shooting that happened at the diner, where, of course, now then, Detective Peterson just got shot. If you haven't seen that scene, go and check out Sands Road or the Friendship Route. Anyway, it's late, and you're absolutely certain no one could have followed you. At least you hope not. You return with trembling legs and exhausted heart. You barely shut the door when you hear a knock, which means they were freaking waiting out there for you. Biscuit! Miss Holmes, this is the police. We saw you enter. Open up. Did you know? If you saw me enter, you saw me what state I am. Back off. Holmes, the last name Lawrence gave the both of you when you ran away. You don't want to open the door, but you don't think you have a choice in the matter. You're physically drained from escaping the diner, and there's no way for you to sneak out of your apartment, as it is, since there was no frickin' fire escape. With shaky hands, you open the door. You said open the door just a crack and then have like the train on or something. I don't know. Pepper spray. Did pepper spray exist in this year? Hot boiling water. Just have it ready in the spray thingy. Or just a cap and go, eh! Just toss it at them. There are 2 officers outside. No, 3. 1 is hiding just barely out of sight. Coward. You swallowed roughly, you know what's going on. And also, if I get your names now, you're all in deep freaking shit with Papyrus, because Papyrus knows you lot. Doesn't he? So if Papyrus finds out that you lot were rude to me or anything, ooh, you're gonna get it from Papyrus. The first officer, John, from his name tag, flatly asks you, do you know a Detective Peterson? You give him a blank look. I mean, I just saw the man get his freaking brains like right out. The second officer, Ben, from his name tag, did you mate with him earlier today? Why? Why do you know that? Why do you know about Mr. Peterson? Why? Don't get me dragged into your bullshit just because you guys suck at trying to stop people from showing up. It's your fault. Easiest fucking job. You don't say anything. There's a warm tingle in your chest and you don't need to. You quietly ask them what they want from you. Miss Twinkle, the officer says slowly, quietly. We left you be all these past few years out of courtesy. Oh really? You left me alone for 4 years. Your hand tightens on the doorway. There's a warm tingle in your chest. Your blood of one of our own. Your blood one of our own. Is he talking about... Okay, so when he says, like, blood of our own, is he talking about the fact that Lawrence was from the police academy? Is it, like, common courtesy, that's why they left you alone? Because your brother was in the police force? Or are they talking about, like, Lawrence killed someone that was a policeman? He continues. And you were a child then. You're not anymore. I'm glad you noticed I'm not a freaking child. You swallow roughly. What do they want? It's time to stop searching, answers Ben. You understand? No, because it has to be so many years before you can finally declare someone freaking dead, you asshole. If I want to go searching for someone I freaking can, it's not like you guys have freaking been searching because you've just been covering it up. So no, I do what I want, however I please, so screw you. I'll just go and tell Papyrus that you're messing with me. You do not respond. You clench your jaw and you give a tiny nod. Good evening, miss. Don't call me miss. You slam the door shut and there's a tingle in your chest. You look down at yourself. Stars, you're a mess. And they didn't even say anything about it. There's still glass in your cuts and you're covered in blood. Your palms and knees look a mess and you've certain your ass isn't any better since you slid it back out the window. Adrenaline can only carry you so far and you've reached the edge of what you can do. Stars, what do you do? There's a warm tingle in your chest, because they're freaking out there, they are. You're not safe here, not anymore. You need help. You need him. Oh, yay, we're gonna get Papyrus. Papyrus! Poppy, I need your help. Papyrus takes a long drink from his coffee. The skeleton monster sits at his recliner, enjoying the rare moment of peace. Everything's been frantically busy since Wingerding sets things off, as he normally does. He and his brothers have had to been constantly running around and putting out fires that would impede their business too much. He understands some chaos is inevitable, but Stars is borderining on madness. Yes it is. It's very frustrating since I'm trying to run my own business here at the Black Swan. It's very hard to be a freaking boss with all this going on. The city is ready to boil over. Ring ring. Papyrus does not sigh. He has too much self-control for that, but he wants to. He forces himself to stand up and he sets his coffee down. He picks up the phone and a soft voice goes, "Hello?" Papyrus's soul tightens. "Miss Twinkle?" "Papyrus, I need help." "Where are you? Are you safe?" "I'm at the Black Swan," she says. I need some place safe to stay. I'm sorry. "Stay there, I'm coming." Papyrus hangs up the phone. He straightens his tie and grabs his suit hat. He was about to leave when Wingerdings entered the room. The eldest gives Papyrus a curious look. "Leaving so soon?" "Miss Twinkle needs help," says Papyrus. "She needs a place to stay." Wingerdings' spiky smile stretches. "Maybe you should have finished your training with the Royal Guards. You could be a proper knight. Now's not the time for you to do that right now. Wingerdings, we have an incident here and you're just... Stop teasing your brother. This is not the appropriate time." Papyrus's eye sockets narrow threatening, and Wingerdings holds up his hands. "I tease. I trust your judgment. If you welcome her to our home, I won't object." "Thank you, and you better not go shanghaiing her into the void at any point." "Would I ever?" "Yes, you would, brother." All right, I swear I will be as good as I can be." "You're welcome. Do note, if she sneaks into my office or prematurely wakes me up, I will put her in the timeout." "Oh, no timeout for me. No, I know what that is. Absolutely freaking not." "Noted." Oh, freaking heck. I hope Papyrus warns me correctly what timeout is, because otherwise my character's gonna do a dum-dum. Just imagine now that I get the option to break the two rules that Wingerdings has set about, not going in his office and accidentally waking him up when it's probably accidents will happen. I feel like I'm going to get... Oh no. Oh no. There was a danger living in this house with Wingerdings around, because Papyrus and Sand learned at a very young age to never wake up Wingerdings. I feel like the next chapter, when I'm in this house, if the option is to go be nosing in his office, or I'm going to accidentally wake him up, something is going to happen. I'm going to end up with a little journey into the void. And I just imagine Papyrus just standing up and like, "Brother, don't you think that was a little excessive?" "She woke me up and went through my office. I did warn you." "Yes, I understand that, brother, and you've already punished her, but it's been over an hour. Do you mind giving me back my employee?" No, I think I'll keep her for a little while longer." "Brother!" Well, I could give her back on the condition you admit it." "Admit what, brother? There's nothing going on between me and my employee." "Oh, little baby Bones. You're so cute when you're in denial." "What are you talking about? There is nothing going on." "Then why are you blushing, bro?" "Both of you stop teasing me." "Oh, I think I found the perfect thing to hold against you now." "Brother!" All right, I'm just teasing. I'll give you back your human." It was only a little bit of fun. All right, you're so cute when you get annoyed, baby Bones.
Sometimes. Ooh.
You want to finish that, bro?
Don't even. Human, now. Thank you, please.
Of course. Finally, you let out the void and you're just like, hey. And Papyrus is like,
Are you alright? I'm so sorry about my brother.
Never again will you ever break those rules.
Brother, no going near my human for a while.
Oh, but I was just, it was just a friendly reminder. Not to mention, I do like seeing him show this side of him. He's so adorable when he's being protective. Aw, look at him. Getting protective over his first ever crush.
You two leave now.
Going. Alright, have fun, bro. He's like getting red in the face with the whole entire thing, and you're just like, so like traumatized. Okay, so we're gonna head off now to another route, and then of course we're gonna go and deal with the friendship route and get it all up to date.